And there's Maureen. Oh, my hair's crazy. Crazy hair. Crazy hair.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
crazy. Crazy.
It looks good though.
I keep telling myself that too. No, the important thing is, did I mean for it to look this way? See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the necklace. That's awesome.
Thanks. You can't see it because it's daylight, but it lights up. It
Oh, I
blinks.
can see it. I can see it. That's awesome. I
Yeah.
think I'm going to need to get some candy corn. I haven't had any candy corn yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had some a little bit, but I didn't go overboard this year. Usually I buy
you
a
do
lot of
candy
it.
corn? Oh,
But I
you
love
do.
candy corn.
Oh, yeah, me too. I don't understand people who don't like that. It's like pure sugar.
Exactly.
How can that be bad, really?
Exactly. And look, I'm wearing the Halloween earrings from last year.
Oh, those are cute. Oh, I like those. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like those. Those are awesome. I should, oh, that's what I should do. I've got that here too. I'm wearing a Christmas one and I've got the Halloween one. Yay, I've got this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, oh, yeah, I'll wear that. And the bracelets. That's a good idea. Thank you. So I'm
I
going to the
yeah.
store after this.
I'm heading back to the hospital. Sean was admitted to the
Maureen,
hospital
what are you
again
going to
last
be
night.
telling
No, no.
people who come there? Tell us what you want to share with those attending.
Hold on, sorry. My
Well,
phone just started going off. I'm sorry. I'm going to mute myself. I don't know what my phone's doing.
oh, that's okay. And there's I got the other one. And there's Peg Duchesne. You
There's
know what
Lisa
I
Wilber. There's Maureen. Maureen, thank you for your Halloween card.
You are very welcome.
It's very cute. I like the QR code.
I don't think
I
I
had so
saved
much fun creating them.
Cool.
I don't think I saved any of the Halloween earring. Why did I not do that? Well, that's all right. I'll wear the Halloween necklace with the Christmas earrings.
Hey, why not? You know what? I saw somebody on YouTube one time created a holiday card on the three panel. One panel was Halloween, one was Thanksgiving, and one was Christmas.
Why not?
Why
Getting the end
not?
of the year done all at once.
I'm sure
Exactly.
Pretty.
the holiday police aren't likely to be at Hannaford's when I go to buy groceries this afternoon. They'd be like, "You don't match." Oh,
That's all right. They're unthawing Mariah Carey as we speak, so she should be
she.
unthawed. And
I didn't
I
even.
might be the only person in the world that does not like her version of that song.
Oh,
What song
I
is it?
like the original. I like the original.
yeah, I'm
What
like you,
song?
Peg. What song we talking about?
Um,
Mariah Carey's Christmas song,
it's one of
whatever.
yeah. Oh crap. What of course now um
I'm sure we've heard it a bunch of times because they play it a
yeah,
lot. But
I just can't think of it. Mariah Carey Christmas is
Chestnuts that roasted on open fire.
Alexa, what's Mariah Carey's famous Christmas song?
The Last Christmas Song by Amazon Music Streams by Mariah Carey is All I Want for Christmas Is You.
All I Want for
Would you like to
Christmas
hear
is You.
Christmas is You. Yeah.
No, would I like to hear a Christmas riddle? You know what I'd like to hear is a way to make you quit asking me questions. I
Yeah.
thought the whole idea was me ask you a question. I don't like it when she says, "Would you? I can do this special trick. Would you like me to do that?" No, and I don't even want you to keep asking me.
Well, I even have one better. How about this? Maureen, you have a new notification.
But that's it.
That's it.
Then you have to figure out what to say to get her to tell you what it is.
Exactly
Right? Yeah.
what it is. And then I go to all of them because I have one in the kitchen, one in the living room, and one in my bedroom. So I go to all of them and they all have different names. And I'm like, and they're like, you
Yeah.
have no new notifications. And then I go to the app and I can't figure that out either.
Oh, glory.
I just wish we'd get to the point where we could say, Alexa, take the Christmas decorations down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that didn't do. No, yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be. You know what does work very well, although none of us on this call need it, but when the kid was really young and I had trouble getting him out of bed, you'd be surprised you can do Reveille at volume 10 and the windows shake in the house.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, so I don't start at 10, by the way. I only really had to do that once too. That was awesome. I go, hey, you got to get up. The bus is coming. And he'd be like, I don't want to. I say, you need Reveille this morning? Nope, I'm coming.
I have, my grandpa used to have a car horn that went ooga, ooga. And that's what my wake up is. And let me just tell
Oh.
you, it scares I like jump right up.
Mm.
So Peg, what we're talking about today is we're discussing rule number, actually it's actually rule 2, but it's the prime directive in my opinion. The prime directive is you can be successful in anything as long as enough people know what you do. You can be successful in anything if enough people know what you do. Okay, so you all know how I feel about that, right? Because people can't buy from you if they don't even know that you sell. And I think you can't ever think that people know what you do. You have to just keep putting it out there, in my opinion. Because I've had people, this was probably 10 years ago, but I was 20 years into leadership. I was top of the pay plan and I had somebody in town. I saw her and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't bought from you." She said, "I signed up to be a rep." And I said, "Oh, why didn't you sign up with me?" She said, "I didn't know you do that." I felt like an idiot. So from then on, I would put to buy or sell on everything. So highly recommend to buy or sell,
Yeah.
not just to buy, because I lost her as a downline member just because I was treating her like a customer and I wasn't thinking about the fact that customers sometimes change to representatives. I've got to make sure they understand that the opportunity is something that we offer. That's a product that we offer. So I don't get why some people don't want to offer it. That I'm a little confused on because there's no downside as far as I can see. Because believe me, if I have people, representatives say to me, I don't want to offer, especially someone who might buy from me, the opportunity to sign up because then I'll lose the sale. You already lost the sale. She goes sign up whether you sign her up or not. You might
And
as well earn on her selling, and actually you'll end up earning more if she ends up doing big than you ever
Right.
would on an individual sale.
Right.
So to think
well,
that because
I
you
sent
don't tell them they're not going to sign up is naive at best, I think. Go ahead, Maureen. Sorry.
so there's this lady I've been sending cards to, and I post all over my Facebook page, and I sent her the Halloween card, and she messaged me and thanked me for the Halloween card and told me that she signed up to sell under somebody else.
Yeah.
Right as they made the big announcement of what happened overseas. So she wasn't sure if she was going to continue with it. So she asked me my opinion. So I gave her my opinion, but I was like, wait a minute. I put it on the back of my cards. I have it all over Facebook. What am I
Well, some
not
people,
doing?
well, no,
What
some
am I
people are
not doing?
gonna do no matter what, right? Some people are gonna do that no matter what. I've had people say they thought that if I got paid, they would get paid less, which isn't true either. So, I mean, it depends on what people think. But the fact that that lady didn't even know that I do that,
Yeah.
it's like I could have had a V8, right?
Yeah. Well, it
Right.
got me thinking about what the call was on Tuesday was how can we get what am I doing wrong that she didn't know that I don't know if she didn't know I sold it. I mean, I don't know what she knew.
Well, and I'd
So what am
reframe it from what are you doing wrong? Because you're not necessarily doing anything wrong, but what can you do differently that would get her to notice and understand that you also help people build their own business, just like you're building your business?
Yeah, that's a good one, Peg. Thank you.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
because I was like, so that one just kind of like has been floating around in the back of the head back here. Like, what do I need to do?
Do you use the wording to buy or sell on all your stuff?
Um, I believe I do. I have to go back and check all that.
Oh, because
Um,
that's the first thing I looked at on mine because I thought,
yeah.
and even then, some people don't understand what that means. When I first put to buy or sell, a lot of people tried to sell me their old bottles and stuff because they thought that's what I meant is buy their old Avon stuff.
It's a buyback.
My
Right.
bad.
They thought that's what I meant. And I'm like, no, I meant you sell new Avon, right? Right. Right. So that's a problem, but you're right. I think that's worth thinking about all the time. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I think maybe doing more job fairs and letting people know you're doing that, or that way they know you've got a team, or publicize it on Facebook when you do something, even a Zoom with your team, because then it's like, oh, she's got a team. Anything
Would
that
it
would
be appropriate
subliminally
to
get them.
say we're hiring or
You
I'm
can't say
hiring?
hire. You can't
Can't
say
can't
say
say
hire.
hire, okay.
No.
Can you
I
say
mean,
help wanted?
they don't stop you from saying that, but we aren't hiring because it's independent
Can you say
contractors.
help wanted?
N- That's hiring, isn't it?
Well, it's
I think you can
semantics, isn't
say
it?
help wanted, but you have to make sure that that somebody that you're talking with understands the pay is strictly commission and you're
Yeah.
responsible for finding your own customers. Because what we end up attracting when we say we're hiring is people who think they're getting paid an hourly wage or paid an amount from the company, or that the company's going to provide supplies for them, like
Right,
the brochures and stuff, and that none of that is, of course,
right,
accurate.
right.
So what do we do? Now send out cards is almost different though, because it ends up being people real well, no, I guess that isn't different. Say that use the system and end up getting people that sign up just because they too want to use the system. But that's probably the same as you're using the lipstick or the face cream, and you get
Mhm.
people to sign up that also want to use the lipstick or face cream. So I guess it isn't different. But
But we
what do
have
you
gratitude in ours and they don't.
well, right, then there's that.
And do you think send out cards is more used more as a professional for more
Now,
professionals?
Cody wants that to be true, and he's focusing all of our attention in that vein. But in my experience, I end up having more individual users. But what's your take on that, Peg?
I think you're right about the direction Cody wants to go. He's lots of times talking about insurance agencies or mortgage lenders as well as real estate agents. But lots of people who are in their business for themselves find a benefit in using the tool and can be great customers and great gratitude consultants because they're sharing the opportunity with others. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely a good tool for a small business owner.
Right.
Mhm.
But those are who I end up showing it to, I think, the most. But then again, the most people I deal with are direct sellers, so I'm not sure. But he definitely, even back when they first were doing the campaigns, they had campaigns that they made up, and there was one for a car dealer and a real estate agent, and so I think that they always thought that that was a good
Hair salon.
fit. Yeah, that
Right.
because they have a lot of pre-made cards for that. So, excuse me. I just got done sending out because I'm sending out cards every day to my info only list, people that contacted me to sign up with Avon that never did somehow, and it's a big giant list. I'm getting enough recruits because I have what I get 3 that came on, and don't they have to buy a certain amount before they count? I think it's 100 before they count as a new recruit. anyway. But anyway, I got enough that I got free leads from them. And I just sent them all my card series, that 3-card series. So, and that's less expensive than what I was doing before, was sending something in the mail. Now the mail is a little prohibitive for that. The cards are a much better option.
Right.
So, yeah. But anyway, to me, that's a good strategy. Did you see in, for those of you that also do Avon, in the leadership part, you can earn that next trip, the Costa Rica one, for recruiting. That wasn't available on the cruise trip. It is available on this one, and the minimum's 25. So go back through. You know what, you can find people to send cards to if you go back through things that you like in your email. If you search through your email for something like Avon information, you would get the ones that contacted you for information because you talked about it in the email. Because I did that recently. I did it in my text too. People who have bought from me before that I was talking to about it, I searched in the text that I sent. And then what I did was I went back and sent all of them a text with the new coupon codes this week. And I got 3 orders from that of people that, one of the ladies goes, "Are you my Avon rep?" I was like, "Yeah."
Came out of nowhere. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's worth looking back. And what was one of the other things? Oh, I got a card got returned to me, and instead of taking it out of the system, I had it back on my bookshelf for whatever reason. And right now I'm purging all that stuff. And it was from like 2015 or something. And it was still in the system. I took them out. Yeah. So that's the other thing. When they come back, clean your system out. Yes,
You know,
indeed.
I was going through my system the other day and I was like, I really wish there was an easy way to figure out who you haven't sent a card to in a while.
Oh, I thought of that this morning. I wonder if they do that.
Yeah, because our databases are getting so big
Yeah,
that it's like
I bet.
I wish.
I bet if you paid their virtual assistant, they'd figure that out for you.
Yeah.
Hasn't gotten a card for a while. I got this from Kathy Drobinski. This is just, I think it was like a just a stay in touch kind of thing. It's cute. It had like a trivia thing on the front. What is the longest side of a right triangle? And it says, "Make America Smart Again." And then on the back side, it explains it. The hypotenuse, and explains it with the graphic and everything. Oh,
It's
that's
like
kind
a
of
cousin to
cute.
hippopotamus, right?
The hippopotamus.
It's a cousin to hippopotamus.
Oh, that right over my head. Right. Yeah. But I thought that was kind of cute on a flat card from Kathy Drabinski. And then I got one from Judy Morgan, who messaged me prior to this. She's can't she was going to try to listen in, but she's not on at the moment. And this said, oh, this was cute. This is Judy Morgan. It says, "I'm giving up drinking until Christmas. Sorry, bad punctuation. I'm giving up drinking until Christmas." And on the back, it says, "Once again, punctuation matters. Are you getting ready for the holidays, Judy?" Isn't that cute?
That is cute.
cute.
That is cute. And just think any of these, like, or you could just grab a cartoon off of Facebook. I've seen it, or a recipe or anything like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be an espionage where it's a picture of them, you know, because I know some people that it's hard because they don't post any pictures of themselves. I'm looking at you, Donna. Once in a blue moon, Donna posts a picture of herself.
Yeah, I don't take many.
Well, you post more than some. I know a couple people that there is not a picture of them at all on their whole thing. And I'm thinking, wow, because I think I would. Hey, Peg's a social media maven here. Me, I think posting a picture yourself is a way to connect with the audience.
It's like branding yourself. They have to remember who you are and what you look like.
So what you look like has something to do with it, even if they never see you.
Right.
It makes you a person,
Right.
right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hey,
Go
Lisa,
ahead.
do you remember when I sent you that scarecrow card with the, the scarecrow and then the little joke that said, I Googled dad jokes
Oh, nice.
and I got a whole bunch of dad jokes.
Oh,
So,
good.
and
We could
that's how
just
I,
go to Jeff. He's got a whole he's got a whole array of dad jokes over there. Jeff
yeah. But I was
Yeah.
like, I want something funny. So I did dad jokes. I've done mom jokes. I've done different things.
Oh, poor Jeff. Yeah, the show. Normally we'd have the show on Thursday night. This is like this is second or third week we haven't done it, right? And he
I
texts
know. I
me.
don't like Thursdays anymore.
You know.
He texts me and he says, "Miss you, partner." It does because we did that for so long. It seems funny not to be doing that on Thursday night,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
So yes, indeedy. So let's what shall we do? Why don't I show you
Well,
the go ahead.
tomorrow starts November 1st. Tomorrow starts November, the month of gratitude.
Right.
Oh, well, I
Right.
forgot
Right.
about that. Did you have the you're in the middle of doing your challenge thing, Peg?
I'm in the middle of it still. I don't have the landing page yet, but my Facebook
Awesome.
will have some stuff starting tomorrow morning.
Oh,
And then
awesome.
I'll share it to your group page.
Oh, that'd be awesome. So let me share just for a second. I'll show you the ones I'm doing. The last few, just so we can have something to discuss. I already did my 10, so I'm concentrating on my biggest business at the moment because this is the time of year. Historically, we've done 40% of all our business in this quarter, which is a big chunk of it compared to, right. If it was equal, it'd be 25, 25, 25, 25. But with this business, usually you do 40 in the fourth quarter because of all our decor and stuff. So I already did my 10. I love seeing this thing every like, ooh, I love that. Yeah, and I'm even bringing my laptop down to Yonkers with me. I'm getting it done. And matter of fact, he's saying, "Did you do the cards yet today?" So he's in on
Well,
it.
that's good. A good accountability partner.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes it nice. So, the two main cards that I'm sending a bunch of at the moment are this one, which I'll show you the inside. This is for uh people that requested information and but they haven't signed up to sell yet. I change these all the time, the pictures, because my list is longer than from now to Christmas. If I send, 4 or 5 a day or whatever it is, I have a big giant list. So these are going to change compared to what products that we sell. I'm always going to have some of the core ones they'll recognize, but the decor and stuff is going to be different in the jewelry. And I think I did throw in a picture. Yeah, see, I throw in a picture of me from the jewelry pictures. And then I also put this here is like the sign up to sell section. And then this back flap here, the side flap, this is a threefold, is if they don't want to sign up to sell, well, maybe they want to buy something. So I've got the website for that too. And then the back is the regular one. Okay.
Beautiful.
And then the other one is right now, my regular customers. And actually, this is all customers. So I go back and forth between the campaign mailer list that's just customers that get a brochure in the mail, and there's about 60 something of them. And then I have a separate list in SendOutCards that is all customers. So there's way more, there's hundreds in that one. So it takes me longer to go through the list, but I'm trying to get them all ordering for Christmas because this is when we do the majority of our business. So this is just a flat card that's going to everybody, not just the ones that get catalogs. So it just has some of the Christmas stuff on the front and me in case they forgot me. And then the back just has this is where they can get the coupon codes, and this is my regular website for shopping. It's just a short, sweet thing about just wanted to make sure you knew Avon's got holiday stuff. That's it. And then the other things I've got that I sent the last couple days would be thank you notes. So these are all, well, and then my boo. These are all thank you notes. This says thank you from Lisa Wilber, your Avon lady. This is a thank you note. This is a thank you note. And these are the products that they bought. So I went and grabbed the pictures of the products that they bought and did that with them. And of course, I look back, happy daddy. You let me read it. I know, Golden Corral. But I send him a card. It's not every week, but I try. I look back, I've known him a year. It's what August was a year. So it's a year and however many months. You know how many cards I've sent him? 56.
Oh.
I know it goes by quick, but that's something he remembers about me. I've sent that many to Jeff. I'm sure I've probably sent more than that to him because I want that. Well, this sounds stupid because I'm dating him, but I want him to feel good about his decision. Him too. You know what I mean? I want Jeff too. Jeff to feel good about his decision to work with me. And I want Ty to feel good about his decision to be with me. That's just, that's how I want people to remember me. And these are more thank you cards, thank you note cards. Ty did ask me for more coffee cake, which was good. So that was awesome. But the majority of what I'm doing at the moment is thank you card for orders because I've got quite a few orders and getting more orders from Connecticut, New York. So it's got to be because of the van. I've got to be. I just had an order from upstate New York. My guess is still
They were on the Merritt Parkway.
Right, she somehow saw me because I see people all the time looking at the van. So I think I did tell you I added the QR code this from Vistaprint. This faded to almost white though, the red.
Oh.
And it's only been a few months. So, but the good news is this didn't fade, the black. So it's still readable. And actually, no matter what color this is, all it does is highlight it.
Right.
Because now it's a different color than the van. When I first put it on there, it showed up because this was white with the black. Now this is kind of pink right at the moment, but it still works because the black didn't fade. So that's good. Whatever's going to get more people to know what I'm doing.
Exactly. Do you remember a few months ago, I talked about that thing called post crossing, where you could sign up and send postcards around the world in the United States? So I got one the other day, and I went back and I looked, and I had put Avon in my information, and this lady sent me a card, and she said, "Happy birthday! I used to buy Avon many years ago."
Oh, that's neat.
Is that neat? And it's a beautiful card. I mean, I miss this time of year.
So somebody else knows what you're doing.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, and I got a lot when I went down last week. Oh, you know what's funny? This is funny. I went down last week and stopped at I have a regular stop on the Merritt, right? I try to make it to that one. It's like, what is it? 3 hours in the morning. Nothing's open because I'm leaving here at 3 in the morning tomorrow. And then I make it to the Merritt. It's 5 something or almost 6. And there's the same girl at the same Dunkin' thing. And it's so funny because last week she looked at me and she said, did you want anything else this morning? Without me saying anything. And she was making my coffee. I love that. And I said, no, I'm all set with the coffee this morning. And I just want you to know it is very impressive that you remember me because I don't stop very often. She says you stop often enough. And that was nice. That was awesome.
Did you get her name?
No, not yet. Right. Yeah, she's neat. Um, she and there was one other lady there too that was I think, but that is so smart. That I think that's something that we can do for our customers is try to make sure, like, you know what customers like, and this is a weird thing because it's so easy to do, but I don't leave their name off when I talk to a customer on the phone. I'll put their name in, right, my contacts, so that when my phone rings and it's her, I can say, hey,
Hey, Pam,
Carol,
how you doing?
how are you this afternoon? And
Okay.
what's funny is like half the customers go, how did you know it was me? And they're just so impressed. But that's something easy that's easy to do
Yeah.
because if Carol's ringing, it's likely going to be Carol. It's not going to be any other person. It's her phone number, her phone. So, but that's an easy thing to do. What other tricks do you do, Peg? Because you're so good at
I like doing that. If I get their name, I put it in my phone, even if I don't know their last name, because that's such good customer service. And it's all about how you make them feel. And if you answer the phone, I'm like, oh my God, she knows me. I'm important enough that she saved me in her phone. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so those are good.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way. She's important enough that I saved her in the phone. Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, and when you stop tomorrow morning at the Dunkin' and she's there, you can say, can I get your first name? I like seeing Mary every Thursday morning. And then the weekend that you're not going down on the Merritt because you're bringing the guys up to your place for Thanksgiving, you can have a card waiting for her.
Oh,
Won't see you this week, but I will see you the week after.
yeah, I looked to see she wasn't wearing a name tag. I did look at that. So I'm trying to think of how to do this without being creepy because she's really young and I'm really not.
Just say,
And she sees a million people, so I don't want to freak her out. Go
She
just
ahead.
only
say,
sees one blue-haired lady, I'll bet you.
yeah. And say, by the
No.
way, my name is Lisa. Again, I just want to tell you how impressive or however you want to word it, but my name is Lisa. Again, I want to, and maybe she'll volunteer hers.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
Or you
or
can
I
say,
could,
did Duncan do away with the rule about wearing a name badge? Because when I stop at
no, I'm not
Dunkin' near
saying that.
me, you can
That's
say, when I stop at
confrontational.
Dunkin's near me, they have a name badge on. What's your name?
No, but you know the other
There's
the one
Judy.
of the other there's Judy and Rhonda. Yay! One of the other girls, usually she takes the order, makes the coffee, and goes to wait in the next person, and another girl is standing down the other end of the line. Maybe I could just say, I wanted to put a review on the Duncan site and mention that she remembers my name, and I want to mention her by name. So do you mind if I have her name? Or I could say that to her. Hey, I want to do a review on Duncan's site and give you credit so your boss will see it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, let's see if I can't get this done in the morning. But just think how good that is for customer service wise, and she doesn't even know she's doing it. I know for a fact Duncan didn't train her that way, so it's either how she was brought up or something, which is awesome. I hope my kid does that because I know Duncan doesn't train for that, and they should, because that is awesome.
Mhm.
When the kid works down here, the kid's at Tropical Smoothie now, but when the kid was down at Duncan, they just show him some videos and they all think it's a joke. I know. And I said, the kid said, the things I do are things that we talked about that we like done for us. Perfect. And I said, when I get a regular, I know what she wants. So I say in the speaker, are you having your regular today, Suzanne? And I said, that's perfect. I said, and he said, I do it too because they tip better when I do that. Right. Right. I still think he ought to work as a waiter or something where you're relying on tips, but he doesn't. At his age, I didn't either, though. I said I will never get a job that's only commission because I didn't understand.
And look at you now.
Right. I didn't understand that I was limiting myself because you can only trade time for dollars. There's only so many time, only so
Where
much
were you
time.
naive?
I know. Or was it lack of confidence? Why did I think that I couldn't earn more money? Because it took away the limit. There's no
And
limit.
you were like the people that think that if you make money, they're not going to make as much.
Wow.
You just didn't understand.
Yeah, I was
And look at
misinformed.
you now.
And look, no, I don't think anymore. Since the last job that I had that paid hourly was a secretary job. I briefly, before I was able to earn full time with this, I worked at a bank and it was 6 weeks of torture. It was salary, but the boss yelled at me. I'm like, I may be poor and you don't know me from Eve, but you're not going to talk to me that way. I don't personally care who you are.
Good for
And he
you.
said, you're going to regret this. I doubt it. Hey, I may be living in my car at some point, but I'm not going to listen to that. I'm like, no. Yeah. That's hard though, because the kid said the tropical smoothie boss was yelling at a employee in front of everybody. And I said, that's not acceptable. But he told me what he wanted to do was bring up something bad he knew about the boss if he yelled at him. I said, I don't think I'd do that if I were you. What I'd say is, I'm surprised you're choosing to act like to have a bad day in public. Let's go in the back and discuss this or something. You be the bigger person. Don't let it go on, but you be the bigger person and say, let's go in the back. Don't just start throwing insults back at the guy. Because then you're just going to get in a screaming match and get fired or whatever it is, because you're not in a position to do that. But I said, you need to get that out of the front of the store.
Right?
Right. So yeah, he should be sending his own card so he could send. Mm, you said that already, Peg.
I came across a lady on TikTok, and I don't know how I came. Oh, speaking of TikTok, Cody's on TikTok,
No.
and I followed him, and he followed me back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's neat. What's he doing on there?
Um.
Explanations?
Yeah, he's just doing different explanations. He's got like I don't know how many videos he's got.
He was supposed to have his knee replaced this week, and he said, come hell or high water, I'm going to be on the call next Monday. Be sure you're there too.
He's getting his knee replaced?
I think it's probably already done now that it's Thursday.
Whoa.
Getting it replaced Tuesday or Wednesday.
Here's
Wow.
one of his videos. Whoops.
That's Cody, all right.
Yeah.
Driven personal development. Here we go again. Thought for the day is leaning in method. I have what I call these daily routines. One of my daily routines is to lean into challenges. So a lot of times we're faced with challenges, we lean in. That comes from motorcycle riding. I like to ride motorcycles. Big Harley guy. I like to cruise down the roads. And when you come into a corner, you got to kind of slow up your process. You got to slow down, lean into the corner, power out of the corner. Over time, you get really good.
Yep. So that's one, but this lady, I'm not even sure who she is. Let me see if I can find her real quick. Anyway, she just sits someplace and she sets cards up in front of her and she just talks about the cards.
Could that be April? Peg? April.
April Grum. She might be doing, she does a lot of reels, so maybe she's doing TikTok. I don't know.
Have you done
I just
anything
turned it
over
down
there?
so you wouldn't hear anything, but
I
if I
haven't done
find her, I'll
anything on
let you
TikTok.
know. But it was just interesting when I came across her.
I've got the real thing going, but I haven't wanted to do
Ventured
anything
into
on
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah. I don't think that's interesting enough to do over there. I don't know. I don't know. Oh,
Well, you're not nearly as old as I, but I don't think my audience or my compatriots are of the age of TikTok kinds of audiences.
You know who kills it on TikTok is Linda Montavon.
oh, I bet.
Yeah, she kills
Yeah.
it on TikTok.
Oh, that's awesome. I was surprised she didn't go to the convention this year because she's usually the selfie queen. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, Lisa's the selfie queen this year because Linda didn't go. That's why. Because she takes a bazillion pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the pictures I took, I sent to the people I took them with on a SendOut card, right? That made it nice. Oh, and you know what? You guys know these guys too, is um Avon just put a link to the people that were on the cruise, pictures of them. You should go on there and look to see if there's anybody you know, because then you
Oh,
can take the picture. You can download the picture for free and send it to them on a card because none of these guys are printing their pictures out, chances are. So if you send it, you'll be doing something for them that
yeah.
they're not getting. So I like that when I don't happen to go to something and there's a whole bunch of pictures of people I know, then I can take them all. I'm like, ooh, this is like a field day. Just go on there and take them all down. Yeah. Yeah,
No,
I'll show you what I mean.
for a while
And
there, I was putting on the bottom of my cards, like if I did a flat card or something, um, P.S. This fits in a 5x7 photo frame.
oh, nice.
Or
See,
I would put something to the effect of sometimes memories deserve to be shown,
oh,
or some
nice.
kind of word phrasing to that, because now we just keep everything in our phone. Nobody really prints
Yeah,
photos, puts photos on the wall.
see, these all I got off of that link. I wasn't on this cruise. I got these off the link. But there's Brooke Sanitas, one of my team members. So I went and got the ones that I recognized from my team on there. There's Brooke again. Um, but though that's the chick running the US business. So I'm gonna send that to her at corporate. And there's Tim Brown, his wife. And this is one of the other see, I still call him senior executive unit leader. I'm not sure if she's platinum, but she's an executive for sure.
Alba.
Alba Taveras. Yes. Oh, and Sandra Moore. Sandra. Oh, I gotta tell you this. This is hilarious. Sandra and her husband, whenever I'd see them on trips past, right, I'd always want my picture taken with her husband. And when I was in Boston, so I forgot I was showing somebody else a picture of Ty, and I showed it to Sandra, and she said, "Oh, you got one for yourself." It was so cute. And now every time I post something and she sees it, she puts in the comments, "I see you." With now that's pretty cute. But yeah, I like it when I see the other people in the company doing something. If I don't happen to be there, I can just take their pictures and send it to them because that's like an espionage thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that when I said this is the chick running the US business, I had my picture taken with her like a selfie thing um, for one of the New York things I went to. And then that was this year, I think, wasn't it? And then we went to some steakhouse or something. And I sent her a thank you note because I would, right? And when I talked to her about something else, we were on a video thing, it was behind her on the wall. So it was like, that's nice. I always like that. Yeah, I always like
That's
that.
really
She
good
said,
validation.
well, and she
Yeah.
said to me, I never get thank yous. She just gets people complaining about stuff. But to me, I don't bother to go I'm not being mean about this. I don't bother to complain to her because I know she's not making the decisions. They're making them above her head over the seas. They're not, she's following directions. So yelling at her is well, not that I would yell at her anyway, but discussing my problems with her is not effective. So to me, the better route would be just to thank her because she did go to the dinner. She was very gracious and hosted that party. That was awesome. So, oh, you're home. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm on a Zoom. Oh, you going to work? Oh, say hi. Hey.
Hey.
Awesome. So, yeah, but I think that's, you know why that stuff's important? This sounds weird, but do you know all those years ago, when I was first doing leadership, um, how would they have known I was up here doing anything? But I kept sending stuff. I sent my newsletter that I was doing a paper one. I sent it to the district manager, the division manager, the region manager, because they had way too many managers, and the person running my branch and the person running the country. Once I knew that those people existed, I went ahead and sent them, and it didn't cost me very much. That's true with the cards. You know what I mean? When you do something, put it like a press release in a card and send it up the food chain like that. Because then later, when they were looking for somebody to feature in the Rich and Famous of Avon, they thought of me. And I don't think they would have, because they wouldn't have even known I was out here.
Right.
Because I'm just a
Mhm.
little rep out in New Hampshire. There's plenty
Yeah.
of other people doing more business, right? It wasn't because I do the most business. I certainly wasn't selling the most personally or group wise, but I don't know, memorable maybe. I don't know. Is that I didn't have blue hair then, but you get the idea. But
Yeah.
I don't think it hurts to let people know what you're doing because sometimes it gives you opportunities. Just think how
Keeping your
many,
name top of mind is so critical.
right? Just think of how many people know me because of that one thing, that Rich and Famous DVD thing.
Mhm.
That was in everybody's kits for what,
Mhm.
7 or 8 years. It was a long time. And a lot of people I meet still say something about it. If that hadn't happened, I would be far less, my group would be far less big, I think. The whole thing would be less big. And all that started just because I mailed stuff to the people up the food chain and they knew who I was.
You have such a mind for marketing. It's unbelievable the mind you have for marketing yourself and the ideas, even before they were popular ideas, the ideas that you came up with to market yourself.
But it all started with I heard somebody say, you can be successful in anything if enough people know what you do. That's been the whole premise. There really wasn't, well, then that wasn't even
But
my thing. That
but
wasn't
how
my
many people
idea.
had heard that and
And didn't
maybe
do,
you're not
did
successful
any,
today?
uh,
You heard that and your mind, the way your mind is such a, I think, a business mind, and the way your mind is, and you were determined to get out of the situation you were in back then, because you've admitted that, you've said that, so I'm not saying anything you
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
said.
yeah.
And that, I think that, and then when you heard that, you're like, a light bulb went off, and you're like, okay, and then your mind just kind of, the flipping of your mind, of your brain, and the way you have marketed yourself over the last 20, 30 years, it is so darn impressive.
Oh, thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, and it doesn't seem like I did it on purpose.
No.
No, you know what I mean? I was just seriously thinking back then, this sounds like it makes sense to me. If I could get a whole bunch of people to know what I'm doing, some of them are going to want to buy because enough people know what I'm
Yeah.
doing. And I think the thing that was scary along the way is that I didn't know, like the district, I thought that was like the big thing. And then I found out there was a division that had 20 districts in it. Then I found out the branch had 20 divisions in it. Every time I found a bigger pond, right, I was thinking there must be a way to get more people to know what I'm doing. And I still do that today because I think that's important today. Yeah, and
I mean,
make
I
sure.
have it written right here on a sticky right here on my computer. It's right here. It's taped to my computer. But I can be honest with you, every day I don't go out. I don't get up and I don't try to figure out how to get somebody else to know what I do, because I don't know. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is an honest moment, and it's going to go across. All my life, I have been petrified of three things. I've been petrified of being alone. I've been petrified of being successful, and I've been petrified of being thin. So I do enough to make enough money, but I don't do enough to live the life that I think I deserve because I'm too afraid to do that. So every day I don't get up and go, okay, who's going to know how can I get somebody else? Even though it's written here, even though I have all the books, I have the signs all over the place. In my head, I know I want to do that, but I don't because I'm afraid.
You know, I think if you make an effort every day towards that end, after a while, it's not it's not something you're choosing to do. Like for me, it's like an obsession. You know what I mean? I'm like, ooh, I could get someone else to know what I'm doing today. Or if I find a new way that's not everyone's doing it, that's like so exciting. Or if I see somebody doing something that I think maybe I could do in a different way in my business, and I'm like, woo, and I go running to Ty. Did you see that? I was like, right. But it's annoying for the people around me, don't forget, because like husband too would always be like, can we talk about something else? Because like when we went into Golden Corral, I'm analyzing how much money I think they're making by how much they're, you know what I mean? I do that everywhere I go. So we're sitting there at lunch and I'm saying, boy, this is smart of them to put the Halloween decorations up because I bet more people come in and they can turn the tables. And I'm talking about how much profit margins on food. And yeah, and Ty's never even been around anybody who had their own business, so I'm sure he thinks I'm on crack, but right. But I guess I'm always trying to, in my experiences of just going around regular, trying to see what's working for other people and seeing if there isn't some kind of way that I could make that work for me, either smaller or different or some kind of twist on it. I got so excited last week on the merit. I saw somebody with a different kind of car wrap. No, they had something on the roof, and I've been trying for years to figure out the van's too tall, I think, but there was like a this lipstick that looked like a rocket on the roof. And I'm like, oh man, that would be perfect. Except on my car, I couldn't fit in the garage. So it's like, oh, I got to figure out a way to do that. Maybe a lipstick on the front or something. I don't know. But whenever I see something like that, I posted in the Avon group that video I saw, and that was years ago when I saw the cat on the back window and the wiper was the tail. And when I saw that, I thought,
That was
oh,
the
this is
inspiration, yeah.
right, the lips with the lipstick. So I don't know. I think that's something that after you do it a while, you know, it's not unlike though learning that you brush your teeth every day, because I bet you do that every day without thinking about it even, probably. If you're like me, it's annoying if I don't. If I fall asleep, I'll get back up to do it because I've done it all my life, right? This is the same kind of thing. And sending cards is the same kind of thing. I don't want to not do it. I get up and fix it if I go to sleep not doing that. So it's just a mindset, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, Deanna, how are you? Deanna. And there's Penny. I didn't say Penny out loud, did I? Hey, Penny.
Right?
You know, between this group and the your Team Time Tuesday, you guys have become my therapy sessions. I cannot tell you how many times I rewatch and rewatch and rewatch and rewatch.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
I do pick things up, but then and that's where it ends. I mean, you should see my desk. I like literally have probably the width of my laptop and just a little because I have papers everywhere with ideas. And then I'm like,
Halloween.
I get overwhelmed, and I'm the type of person when I get overwhelmed, I shut down. So I'm going to start trying to organize all my mess and try to get it So
Oh,
I'm
you know,
not
if you
sure.
wait long enough, all you need is trash bags. I've found that out lately. Yeah, yeah, lately I'm cleaning out all my stuff in case I want to move or whatever I want to do. I need to be a little bit more flexible, right? So, I've been looking through, that's where I found that card that came back in 2015. I've got stuff here that's been sitting here. And now, because of what happened with my mother leaving all of her stuff, I look at something and I say, like, I've got laminated articles from the paper, which are fine, but what am I ever going to use them for again? They're about me. No one's ever going to be interested in those but me. They're too long ago that I could use them for marketing right now, I think. And who's gonna, I mean, what, Alex wants to look at them? Right? All he's gonna end up doing is having to get rid of it after I go. So I'm getting rid of it now. It's like a preemptive strike. So now it's like, if you wait long enough, all you need is a garbage bag.
Yeah.
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 This is
Yep.
working out good. You were doing that too, Donna, weren't you?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because you had
still doing it.
people moving in, so you had to rearrange stuff, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and I'm
yeah.
trying to
And then
rent out
now,
that room, so
yeah.
yeah.
And now that I've retired, then that's what I'm scheduling my days now to go through more and more of that stuff that I've just been shoving. So,
Well, you know, it's just like the card thing. Now, I love the 10 a day because the thermometer, because I love it when it shows. Matter of fact, this is crazy. When I do the whole week and it's a perfect 10, I screenshot it and save it for me. Why do I do that? But it's the same with the the cleaning out thing though. I have, if I don't bring a bag, a bag's got to go down to the dumpster every day. Some stuff's got to go down there because I rent a dumpster and I want it to be full when they come get it. So, and then what's the other rule? Oh, if something comes in to the house, something's got to go out. So if I'm buying a shirt's got to go. So that way I don't get overwhelmed with stuff. I got a feeling my mother didn't really do that. Yeah, she had a lot of stuff. She's still got stuff over there. We're still, yeah, I'll have to talk to the kid about that, right? But yeah, so anyway, I guess we're about done, huh? I gotta get going to go to Hannaford's, the grocery store. I got a few things I want to bring down to Yonkers with me.
What are you making this weekend?
We're making shrimp Alfredo. Oh, no, we changed. Sorry. We were going to do shrimp Alfredo because that's his specialty. He was going to show me how to do it, except we're going to go to Olive Garden for lunch. And I said, we might want to rethink the shrimp Alfredo because that's probably what he's going to get there because he doesn't like red sauce. So he's probably going to get Alfredo something. And he said, oh, yeah. So we're going to do chicken. I think it is chicken with rice. I think it is. No, chicken with beans and rice. He's going to show me how to do the beans and rice. But he does the most absolute best fried chicken. I'm not sure if that's what we're doing. But I don't even know how to do that at all. I've never fried chicken and he's doing it. And I already had some that he made. I thought I didn't like spicy, but I do. I I like his spicy. So I think that's what we're doing. So, but he said red beans and rice. I didn't hear any vegetables in that, but I suppose I could just bring some. So,
yeah.
yeah, usually I bring salad or something, but that's what we're gonna do. So,
Well, I
yeah.
have another easy one I'm going to send you. It's got like five ingredients. It's really easy. It's called No Peak Beef Tips.
Oh, that sounds good. And you
Yep.
did the cowboy beans.
Cowboy beans. My husband asks for them all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
they're one of his favorites.
That's awesome. Well, I will let you guys go. I'll put this up on the replay. Thank you very much for spending the hour. Go out there and send some cards, meet some new people, and get more people to know what you're doing.
And happy
Okay.
Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Oh,
I
thank you.
appreciate you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.